So 2023 has been a very involved year when it comes to the perfume industry, and this of course reflects on both designer and niche offerings. But here, right at the end of the year, we have Jubilation 40 by Amouage. And in today's Cephalabon contributor video, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on whether or not I think this is the best release of 2023. It's been highly anticipated, and you guys know Jubilation 25 is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I'm looking forward to talking to you about this fragrance and also letting you in on a very special giveaway opportunity, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on the brand new Jubilation 40 by Amouage, just came out, just premiered, made by Bertrand Duchaufour, one of my favorite perfumers. I am so excited to talk to you about this fragrance, but before I do, I want to mention that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and please give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So, do you want to participate in the giveaway? It's really simple. All you have to do is go to cephalabon.com. It's going to be the first link down below in the description box. And after you've become a registered reader, just drop a comment on the article. It's such a simple process. The winner is going to be announced on cephalabon.com. So make sure to check back on over to the website on the date that's mentioned in the article so you know if you're the lucky winner. And of course, with a name like Jubilation 40, this commemorates the 40th anniversary of this Omani brand. Jubilation 25 did the same exact thing for the 15-year anniversary, and here, I can't believe it, 40 years. Jubilation, you think of joy, you think of exuberance, you think of happiness, you think of raised spirits, you think of being in a positive mindset. And of course, with a fragrance like Jubilation 40, you look at the note breakdown and it has some of the most wonderful ingredients that the brand of Amouage prides themselves on using, and a lot of incensey ingredients. So you have a popinax, which is sweet myrrh. You also have regular myrrh, you have frankincense, and you take a look at the other notes and there's the iconic blackberry that is found in the original Jubilation 25. Of course, you also have added notes of a honey tobacco accord, which is in the press release, but it's not actually in the note breakdown. But there's also this dry and tart black currant note. Of course, there's a lot of other things in there like cinnamon and davana and oak moss and so on and so forth. In any case, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the smell. I'm going to let you know if I think this is the best release of 2023. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. Now, right in the opening of this fragrance, you are going to get that iconic Jubilation 25 opening. So you're going to get that popinax and blackberry combination, and right off the top, you think to yourself, oh man, this is warm, it's cozy, it's resinous. It conveys all of these beautiful things that the original has, and right away, I fell in love with it. And I remember discovering this one a couple of weeks ago, and I thought to myself, this is to die for. I mean, this stuff is amazing in terms of its complexity, in terms of its smoothness, how well-rounded it is. Of course, it's not a gourmand perfume. I don't want to give off that impression. It lacks that gourmand appeal, especially in the dry down where a lot of these fixatives like vanilla and what else tend to occupy certain bases. That's not what's happening in here. The sweetness is coming forth from the blackberry, but there's also black currant to create this tartness to it. And it's interesting because many of the fragrances that I've tried that contain black currant tend to come across rather musky, and that's happening a little bit in this fragrance. But you also have all of these other ingredients, the spices, the davana, the moss, and you do have this sort of pipe tobacco type of an appeal in there. It's almost like a honey tobacco, and that warm resinous quality, which is found in Jubilation 25, is also found in this fragrance. What I can say about this fragrance is that it doesn't pop as loudly as Jubilation 25. This one is smoother, it's well-rounded, it paints a more cohesive picture while still having the complexity. And I love the presence of the popinax, and I love the fact that it hasn't been diminished or neutered in a sense in Jubilation 40. If anything, it's been put on a pedestal, but in a more rounded, more easy to get along with quality. I find that a lot of people have an aversion to a lot of resins, especially if they come across quite balsamic, which a lot of people call medicinal, which is why people tend to shy away from benzoin and Tolu balsam and Peru balsam. And I completely understand that this fragrance, with all of the ingredients that are in here, it just comes across so smooth, so amazingly complex, but it still has this cohesive picture about it that I truly, truly love. Now, here's the thing, I'm biased. I purchased Jubilation 25 many years ago, and it's always been a favorite of mine. I love it so much, in fact, I have 2 bottles of it, one with the magnetic cap, one with the non-magnetic cap. One is gold, one is white. And what I'm going to say about this one is that it is one of my favorite releases of 2023. It's really hard to say it's the best because we're talking about a very subjective matter. So of course, if you're looking for quality fragrances, you're going to find it here. If you're looking for high quality raw materials, you're going to find it here. If you're looking for a master perfumer, you're going to find it here. Beautiful presentation. This is the total package, but at the end of the day, I can't say it's the best, but I can say it's one of my favorites, if not my favorite release of 2023. You have no idea how much I'm going to be wearing this one, especially considering the fact that it's a seasonally appropriate release, which is kind of hard to find nowadays, right? A lot of perfume brands release their fragrances out of season. You'll have a beast mode gourmand in the middle of summer, and it's like, what were they thinking? But here, I can't wait for days when I'm going to be wearing this one. I'll probably end up making it my scent of the day today. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, this is a true flanker to Jubilation 25. So in other words, if you smelled this in the air, if somebody were wearing it, you would think to yourself, wait, are you wearing Jubilation 25? Until they tell you that they're wearing the new 40 flanker, if you will. But it does smell quite close to Jubilation 25. But like I said, it has that black currant. It has this sort of honey tobacco vibe in the dry down. It's a beautiful composition. In terms of the longevity, 10+ hours on skin. Projection was amazing for the first hour of application. It did radiate beyond an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 7, a skin scent right around hour 10. Versatility on this one, perfectly unisex, great for the colder weather. Probably will appeal to somebody who's a little bit older, and I think this one is great for formal occasions. It just has a very special personality about it. Presentation on this one, you saw it. You have the sleeve, you have the box, you have the gold accents, and I just love the bottle and how it's colored from the inside, and just everything about it conveys opulence and grandeur. My final verdict on this fragrance is, it's my favorite release of 2023. I am blown away. I love the quality of it. I just love the fact that they took that iconic DNA and they did something really special to it for the 40-year anniversary. And of course, you have the opportunity to enter the giveaway. All you have to do is shoot on over to seflaban.com, drop a comment on the article, first link down below in the description box. Thank you again so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you took something of value from today's episode. If you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. Thanks again for watching. I love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.